Scoring likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7, Colts nothing. Chris Boswell, the kick.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Here we go again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He was taken down by DeForest.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Haskins on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road, How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And that takes us from second to third down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Steelers take over.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action. Haskins. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener that makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gronk's first catch, good for a first down.
And a Colts first down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Now Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Here we go. Picked off around the 41.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. outside here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Indianapolis.
Taylor. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
A gain of 8.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Shoot that ball! 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, watch the slam. Watch the slam. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike, go fast.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pick.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
15-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Agnew now to return. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad note to throw it anyway.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Allen. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch made here by Campbell. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Steelers 21, Colts 10.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Campbell making the catch. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Here's Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
To second and 10.
Now they try the right side here. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on third down. Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And it's third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Second down and 8. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and 6.
From the gun, Haskins flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Steelers 28.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Jim. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
48, come on. 48, come on. He don't know no better. That's box. That's the West. That's the West. He's moving, boys, moving.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Yard on third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after